Sorry about that. Whoop. The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 AM Central European time on the dollar. We do this show because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin, altcoins and everything else. Right now, Bitcoin is going kind of sideways. Not sure if it's gonna fall down, not sure it's gonna go up. The title of the video, In the Moon, we believe. So we still believe that we are gonna dump on the downside on the new moon, but there is but. How's everybody in the chat doing? Morning, Vanilla, how you doing? It's believe. Yeah, I changed the title a little bit now. Thrice high, week high. Linda, good morning from UK. Good morning, Linda, how you doing? The Fox Mask. Hey, let's go, Matt. John Breen, good morning all. And Elma, that's quite a wet cough you have there. Yeah, that is. Did I hear a tongue roll this time? I don't know what that is. Sinister Gates. How's everybody doing? So what you guys think? Are we gonna dump or are we gonna pump? We are having a new moon up here. So we are still on the dump side now. Unfortunately, we are not actually dumping yet. You know, and the fact that we are not dumping yet is actually a little bit bullish, but there are of course bearish signs on the chart. So I'm gonna explain to you what's been happening over here. And hopefully that's gonna tell the tale of whether we're gonna, continue towards upside or downside. So, like we said yesterday, we had 1, 2, 3, 4 rejection of the 10 moving average. You can see here up, right back down again, up, right back down again, up, right back down again, up, right back down again. Right now here we are also trying to get up for the 5th time. And if we fail that, if we close again below this 10 moving average, down here again, I might expect, eventually to get pushed. I'm still looking at this bottom line down here. Let me just move it a little bit differently up here. This horizontal line up down here is very, very important. This horizontal line is the support. Whenever we break that line on the downside, that's pretty much confirmed a lower low, and we might go down further. But over here we actually have a higher low up here. Now unfortunately up here we have a lower low down here. So let me see up there. Yeah, so we got a lower low, so there is definitely some kind of triangle going on in this last part over here, triangle part. Let me see if I can pull the line up here, something like this, maybe up there. Yeah, this isn't actually done just yet. Maybe it's gonna go a little bit up there, give or take. It does look, it does look a little bit legit up here, and the bottom part should be something like this up here. So we got some kind of triangle, and we are still in that triangle. This trend line over here got broken. We are still in the triangle. We are getting this 20 moving average right now towards us. It's gonna play out pretty soon. So you can see here the moon is actually over here at the 30th of May. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 days left of this trading until we actually have to find some kind of exit over here. If you go to the lower time frames, you'll see that we actually right now managed to pump right above the 2050 moving average up here above the resistance, but then right back down again. It's a big rejection, but it's not as bad as some other rejections. This is a huge rejection. It's only back below the moving averages down here, and the fact that we didn't get bearish engulfing candle or anything like that over here, that might play in our favor a little bit now. Still 3 hours and 22 minutes until the next candle close up here, but we are still above, trying to climb the moving averages, getting a little bit rejection and stuff like that, like normal. I mean, we have been getting this rejection for a long time right now, but this is soon coming to an end, guys. This is soon coming to an end. I'm giving it 5 days more, so today's Wednesday. So I'm guessing by next Monday, Tuesday, this will be over and it will have played out. So one more week and we'll see whether we actually go towards the upside and downside. I've seen some, some altcoins that are actually breaking towards the upside out of these kind of patterns. I've also seen some kind of coins that are actually breaking on the downside. One of these coins is, for example, ApeCoin. You can see ApeCoin is been going sideways up here and having a very nice triangle, and it is breaking on the downside. Some coins are breaking on downside, but there are also some coins that are breaking towards the upside. Let's say up here, Phantom, for example, up here we got a Phantom. Over here there is some kind of, it's the same kind of pattern, down, consolidation, broke towards the upside, but there are other coins that are actually breaking towards the downside. Now which direction Bitcoin will actually break to, I'm not quite sure, but most other coins haven't broken out yet. this might actually seem that maybe this is broken towards downside. Let's see up here near as well. It kind of goes into this bigger pattern. I mean, this short-term pattern did kind of break, but most other coins, I don't think they have actually broken. I think they are still into this consolidation phase in the move, and are waiting for Bitcoin to do the whatever Bitcoin is gonna do. So right now Bitcoin is still, like we said, it got like 5 days left to go. Good 5 days left to go, and as the title in the video is, just in the moons we believe. So we do believe that on the new moon we're gonna have a dump, guys. I still believe on the new moon we're gonna have the dump. It's not certain 100% that the dump is gonna come or anything like that, but we are not doing anything until the moon is done. Okay, so we are not calling any kind of bottom, we are not calling any kind of ending move right over here. This is definitely some kind of a consolidation phase until some kind of bigger move. You'll see here on the daily time frame. We just extended too fast towards downside, so this is very normal consolidation phase. But if you see any kind of breakout towards upside up here, it just might start rallying towards upside pretty fast. So the question is this is done or not? But we are looking for the triangle, we are looking for the breakout, we are looking for the moon, we are looking for the resistance to get broken, we are looking for the support to get broken on the downside, so forth. So right now it's hard to tell what the next move is gonna be. We can be a little bit bearish, a little bit bullish on the move, and I do believe that we are supposed to go a little bit more down, but nothing is yet done. Even with yesterday's candle, yesterday's two just candle. Let's just look at the candles over here. What you're gonna see here is 2 days ago we had a bearish engulfing candle up here on the chart, a rejection of the 10 moving average as well. Then yesterday we failed to get back above this 10 moving average, so we got up to the resistance but we closed below it, and right now we try to get up but we only came up to the resistance, and right now we're pulling back. So the question is, will this candle over here maybe close above it, or will we still with this wick towards upside create a red candle below the 10 moving average and could be continued pushed on the downside until we actually exit through the support on the downside. So it does not look good, but oftentimes when things do not look good, they kind of change to look better. So we are looking at that. Let's go a little bit the clean chart up here and pop the moons on the chart. So what you're gonna see here, we got all these dump moons red and pump moons green. Pump moons are full moons, and red moons are the new moons. New moons are dumping us, pump moons are pumping us, or full moons are pumping us. The next new moon, the red moon up here, this is the next red moon. Let's put it red. There we go. That's the next red moon. And then we got two other moons down here on the 14th of July and the 11th, 12th June and July. And these moons are green moons. So these are what we're expecting to pump us, right? Not only that, these two moons are super moons. So we are expecting to have, the bottom down here. We are expecting to, we're expecting this to, we are expecting, let me just change the color of this right over here. There we go, so I can have my color. Why, man? Why would you do that to me? Give me the green. There we go, and then just, clear this. Okay, so we are expecting, of course, one less dump towards downside down here. On this new moon, we are expecting them to the downside, and once we get hit by the super moons, we are expecting to form consolidation up here for a couple of months, and then go up towards upside. So this over here just short-term break after this impulsive move towards downside, consolidation up here, and then a more downside until we hit on the moons. Now what we're gonna do over here, because oftentimes in a strong bearish trends, the full moons are not working, so they are either pushing you sideways or they are dumping you more towards the downside. They are dumping you. So this moon over here, for example, did dump us more towards the downside. not new moon, this full moon over here did down pass more toward downside, but most of the time it just kind of kicks us, you know, sideways in a strong bearish market. So if you are in a strong bearish market, this new moon over here that came up here, right, and goes over here, it's kind of just pushing us sideways, while this full moon pushed us sideways, but this new moon up here pushed us down towards downside. So we are expecting this new moon to continue the trend of the bearishness and push us more on the downside. But once we get these super moons up here, we are expecting to, you know, to stop the dump down here and start slowly climbing back up, you know, to the greatness, and you know, 200,050 Bitcoin or whatever that's gonna be, you know, after 2 years, right? So that's the trick. That's the trick, guys. So we still believe in this. We still believe in the moons, although we cannot predict what's gonna happen on the charts right now. This looks that, you know, very much like you know, bearish pennant with a continuation towards downside, and just by looking at the pennant, they should dump. But we also got the moons with us, and the new moon is coming in 5 days. So we're gonna, you know, at least me, I'm gonna stay and wait to see what's gonna happen. I'm not taking any you know, any chances on this moon right now. So I'm a believer 100% right now. I'm waiting for the moon to play out. Once the moon has played out, you know, then we can become as bullish as we actually can, right? So that is that guys. You know, the pattern up here a little bit sketchy. It does look like a consolidation pattern up here. Let me just see, maybe it's something like this up here, maybe it's not, it's something like this down here. So yeah, maybe it's something like this up here. You can see here, it's some kind of triangle, you know, we got a little bit more time to go. Depends on how you draw the triangle, but you know, overall it does look like, you know, overall it does look like down, you know, pennant down here, and then continuation towards the downside. But not trying, you know, you either believe in the moons or you don't believe in the moons, guys. You either believe in the moons or you don't believe in the moons. You know, lines, you know, and stuff like that, it's nice, but moons are, you know, stronger, unfortunately. So we're gonna see if when we get to the new moon, if we actually get dumped down. So far so good. Now the problem is this can actually, you know, pump towards upside for whatever reason, because it's kind of getting, you know, smacked down. So we can get a pump towards upside, but you know, anything below the 32,000, anything below this resistance up here, I do not believe. So even if we pump all the way up to the resistance, no believing in any kind of movement towards upside. Only break up here will actually have a chance to propel us towards the upside. So, you know, maybe getting squeezed up here, and right now we do this and continue to our upside. Could happen, but we are waiting until the new moon plays out. Once the new moon plays out, then we're gonna talk about, you know, what's gonna happen. Moons are strong, we believe. Kata, good morning everyone. What's up, TLI? To the super moon, yeah, to the super moon. I love the moon fluff. Can't ignore the figures. DXY says we move up now. DXY says we actually crashed down. DXY right now is pulling back a little bit. It is breaking this downtrend. You can see here. Let me just remove the moving averages so you can see this a little bit better. You'll see the patterns. So we got these, you know, these trend lines up here. 1, 2, 3 trend lines up here. 1, 2, 3 trend lines, and what's happening on these trend lines is that we broken the first trend line, this blue trend, we broken the second and pulling back, but we are in this falling wedge down here, which we are breaking right now up towards. So this, you know, if this is a falling wedge and we should hit some kind of target, we either can hit the resistance up here, or we can climb all the way up to the top up here somewhere. Maybe the, you know, the top, you know, maybe we're gonna climb something like this and hit it up here. I don't know how it's gonna be, but you know, we right now might start climbing this move towards the upside. You know, again, if this move right now comes towards the upside, we just might see, you know, Bitcoin starting to dumping on the downside, right? So this DXY, and while DXY has been actually going towards downside, we have been slowly consolidating a little bit. Let's add the Bitcoin chart up here on the chart BTC USDT, and we're gonna add this as a new price scale, and we're gonna change the price scale to the logarithmic chart, and what you're gonna see here, during this part up here, I mean, this went up, this went down, you know, it was playing, you know, a little bit the same. But over here, while we're dumping on the downside, the price of Bitcoin wasn't pumping towards upside, because this should be you know, we are just been going sideways. So right now that we are you know, trying to go up here towards upside, I'm expecting the Bitcoin to, you know, go towards downside, because they are inversely correlated. You know, the fact that we are not inversely correlated over here might show that, you know, Bitcoin is very, very bearish, and, you know, it fails to move towards upside when dollar goes down. So the fact that we are, you know, pushing this down and just going sideways up here might indicate very huge bearishness. So as soon as we start this move towards the upside, Bitcoin might drop another move towards the downside. But this doesn't matter, because we have been saying that, you know, this we've been saying that this move towards downside is a very normal move towards downside, and oftentimes once you start breaking the trend, you can, you know, you can do another move, all-time high stuff, you know, and then pull back, because more or less I think this parabolic move, let me just clean up everything, I think this parabolic move on the DXY right now is coming to the end. It's coming to an end, so it can do something like this up here and then continue falling on the downside. So you can definitely get another higher high or something like that, but, you know, more or less this move does seem to be, you know, played out. So you can see these trend lines up here. This first trend line, this the second trend. I don't know if this is the second trend line or not. Maybe if this second trend line, that actually looks very bad. But over here, up here, we got, you know, the trend line that got broken. We also got this increase in speed up here, down up here. You can see we went up here, you know, and then started breaking these lines. So we still got this line down here. We can go fall down to the, you know, support down here and whatever, do that. But, you know, more or less this this parabolic move has stopped, at least for a little while. So right now we are hoping this can actually, you know, go up a little bit, push the Bitcoin down. Bitcoin push down while this going, you know, DXY goes towards the upside, and then, you know, this start big move towards downside where Bitcoin rallies after the supermoon or whatever, right? So, you know, that's the plan, guys. That's the plan. The plan is this right now to push the DXY towards the upside a little bit, and while we're pushing toward the upside, dump Bitcoin a little bit more, and then we're gonna find some kind of bottom, and after that we're gonna go to the moon. Believe but set tight stop loss. Always take profits. Yeah, you believe, but, you know, use stop loss. So DXY says we may have more time to accumulate. Yes, I do hope so. I do hope so. You know, me and you guys, really listen. I mean, the most people that are watching this channel, you know, we accumulate very fast. I mean, we don't need, like, you know, 7 days of accumulation time. We don't even need, you know, 3 months of accumulation time. But there are whales in the game. There are huge investors with billions of dollars, and these guys need time to accumulate. Me and you, we can accumulate down here. We can just, you know, press the, you know, market buy, you know, we press market buy button, and we buy down here, you know, instantly 100% of portfolio filled up on a single market buy. So me and you, we single market buy, we accumulate all we are gonna accumulate, we are without actually moving the, you know, the chart even a little bit, and we done, right? But whales, big money, billions of dollars, need time to accumulate. What does that mean? Well, that means that we need to have some kind of a consolidation phase that's longer than, you know, a slow move towards the upside. You know, that's, I think we have to have, you know, several weeks consolidation phase. Like over here, this lasts for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 weeks consolidation, right? This might have been some kind of redistribution before going down here. But the accumulation phases do tend to last for a little longer than, you know, just couple just just a week towards downside. Even down here you had like 3-4 weeks of some kind of before, some kind of move, right? Down here, when came up here, it does happen. It takes a while to accumulate. And especially for whales down here in 2014, you can see here that it was the only time we didn't have this big accumulation phase down here was in 2030, but that's because everybody was trading Bitcoin, just buying and selling. So but these big accumulation phases, they can take time. So whales, they need time to accumulate. Right now, and we are expecting also accumulation phase down here, longer than a week towards downside. So I'm not expecting any kind of 200k level to come after a V-shaped recovery towards the upside. I'm not expecting it. The reason we managed to have a V-shaped recovery up here is because we already went through the accumulation phase. We already went through some kind of reaccumulation phase on the downside down here, and I've always been saying that this was supposed to be a parabolic move towards the upside. The reason this went so fast is because Corona dumped us towards the upside, so this had to recover very fast to hit the target up here eventually, right? So the reason this was a black swan event, so it's not a normal accumulation phase, but accumulation phase need to come, they need to last longer than a week or two, or whales are not gonna accumulate enough and they're not gonna let us have our bull run. What, you don't need 3 months? No, I don't need 3 months. I need nice week on the downside, and money positioned at right places, and just clicking that market buy button. Hit the like please. Small cost for great info. I think the whales have drained the retail dry. Smart money keeps powder dry for the big swings. 80 watching on 18 lakhs. Come on, you can do better. Coffee waiting for the supermoon. So we are gonna wait for the supermoon. I start to find BNB a decent, stable, silent profit make. What do you all think? Yeah, BNB is a great coin. Yeah, it's on my list of these really great projects. I think I have more faith in BNB than I have in Ethereum and Bitcoin, because I feel that BNB is backed by something, It's having V-shaped recovery up here very nicely, so but still not above the resistance up here as well, so there is that. So it's gonna take a little while, but BNB is a great coin, guys. BNB is a great coin. They got great CEO. The guy is intelligent, smart, expanding, developing, doing all kinds of stuff. The question is but I'm not gonna invest in BNB. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm not investing in BNB. I'm not gonna do it. I think this is the greatest thing ever, and I've been saying that I've been saying down here that I think BNB around $20 down here. I've been saying that Binance coin is Binance not going anywhere. Binance coin is not going anywhere. Like, it's a great company. I didn't even invest down here in but right now I'm not gonna invest. And why am I not gonna invest ever in BNB? Well, the same reason I'm not gonna invest in Ethereum or Bitcoin, and that's because of market cap. It's number 4 on the market cap, got like 53 billion in a market cap up here, and it's number 4 of the list. The upside is very limited, and there is so much more upside, but a little bit more risk, but still, if the coin survives, it's gonna do well. I think BNB 100% is gonna survive the bear market. There is no question about that. Not financial advice, but I'm not buying these coins that are 50 billion market cap. I'm just not doing that, man. I actually want to make some money in the next bull run, right? More people embracing moons, more people embracing that we have been in a bear for a year. Who is the real late adopter? It's everyone else. Yeah, people are right now. Yeah, but maybe we have been. It was a bear market for a year. This is the ending of the bear market. We start saying this, before the dump started, guys. We start saying this before the dump started down here, when just before, we are bullish when we need to be bullish, and we are bearish when we need to be bearish, guys. Okay, so over here, when we are going down here, we are getting this, small move towards the upside. That's fine. I start shaking up here, and it was looking bullish. And once this candle up here came, Once this candle up here, and we said this looks very good, and it started going up, and then we got bullishness after bullishness after bullishness. Then we drew the lines up here. We had that triangle up here that, you know, nobody else was looking at. So as soon as we had this candle up here, we knew this was gonna go up. So we became really bullish up here, right? We became really bullish, and at the top up here we hit the 200 moving average, and we said, you know, we need to chill the F down a little bit because we are extended from the moving averages on the downside, right? We are extended from, we need to chill down a little bit. What happened then is that we had this extend smack hug dump pattern, extend smack hug dump pattern, and that's fine, that there is no problem, and we are still keeping the bullishness alive. The problem was the 50 moving average up here, the 50 moving average. You'll see the 50 moving average right here breaking down here. We were expecting the move down to the 50 moving average. That was the line. We said, you know, we gotta go down there. That's fine. This pattern is normal. You extend, you pull back, no problem whatsoever. But we need to hold the support, and we held the support for 2 days, and then on third day we fell through that. And we said this looks very bad, but we are still not below the line, and it does look very bad. So on this move towards the upside, when we started going up, we said there is no way we can afford to go down. If we start going down over here, if we start going back down to these levels, this is 100% gonna go down, and it's kind of doomed. And what happened, guys? What happened? If you look down at the moving average down here, 10 moving average down here, we had a live stream, emergency live stream, when nobody else has been having a live stream. We had an emergency live stream right over here, guys, and we were saying if we close below this 10 moving average, this is so bad, so bad. You know, long story short, this happened over here after that. And but you know, we've been saying that, you know, it kind of looks bad, it kind of looks bad. So but we also been saying down here that do not be afraid. This is the ending, this is the finish, this is the last dump, this is the capitulation. When everybody was saying, start saying like, hey man, this is, you know, we are getting into the bear market. No, we are not getting into the bear market. We have been in the bear market for 1 year. This is the last part of the bear market. We are gonna go through dump, and then we're gonna go through accumulation, some kind of accumulation, and after that we're gonna have a bull market. So one more thing before, you know, I want you to understand, the bull market is not this part over here, guys. That's not the bull market, okay? Let me do this like this over on the screen up here, guys. You gotta understand. This over here. That's not the bull market. That's not the bull. I know you wanna stick. Oh man, that's the you know, I'm gonna miss the bull. That's not the bull market. That's the last part of the bull market. That's the ending. That's the, you know, that's where, you know, people start taking profit, because the bull market starts here, guys, at the accumulation phase on the bottom. After the capitulation on the, that's when the bull market starts. This is the bull market, guys. Entire thing up here, even this move towards the upside up here, that's bull market. Everything is bull market. This is just the profit taking for the whales. So you know, whales accumulate here, they accumulate here, and on the way up they have been taking profits all the way towards the upside, guys. And even this move towards the downside, they have been taking profits again on the upside as well. And right now we are just I may scale up, but right now we are going through the same move again towards downside, toward this accumulation phase right now, and we are expecting this accumulation phase to last, you know, for a couple of months up here, and we are gonna accumulate. But this is gonna be the start of the bull market, guys. That's start. That's not. This is ending of the bear market. Once we get out, the bear market ended. We are at the bottom. I mean, you're not gonna go to, you know, Dow Jones. Where is that Dow Jones? Give me Dow Jones, man. Dow Jones up here. You're not gonna go in 19,029 over here and say this is, oh man, we are in bear market. No, sorry. Oh man, now it's bull market, just a healthy correction. No, bro. And then come down here and say, oh, we are in the bear market. You don't say we are in the bear market bottom. You don't do it. Not even, oh yeah, man, we are in the bear market before because we lost the move. We are in the bear. No. This over here is the bottom. This is the ending. This is the last move towards downside, right? The last move towards downside will bleed and then continue towards upside. This is the bottom. This is the start of the bull market, right? This is the start of the bull market. You can see here, this over here, down here, starts the bull market. Entire thing is the bull market, guys. Entire thing is the bull market. The last part up here is not, sorry, the last part is not the bull market. The entire thing is the bull market, right? And the same thing is gonna happen up here, right? We're gonna have this entire thing up here. It's gonna be the bull market, right? So this is just gonna be the start, and the entire thing for the next 2 years is gonna be the bull market, right? Gotta go, catch you later. 60% drop. Yo, man, what if we are now in the accumulation period? We are technically in accumulation period. I posted a Twitter where you know, there was somebody, you know, Watch Guru was saying that in the last 24 hours on the dump towards the downside, top 100 wallets have acquired 77,000 Bitcoin. They are already you know, acquiring more Bitcoin. They don't care. Big wallets have acquired 77,000 new Bitcoin on the dump down here, guys. Okay, so when you are selling, they're stealing your Bitcoin because they get, okay, I'm telling you, guys that are buying 77,000 Bitcoin, they need time to accumulate. This is just Bitcoin, so you know, there is a huge liquidity and volume on the you know, but if they want to buy altcoins like IVX, this, that, you know, they need time, guys. They need time to acquire these altcoins as well, and buy in and so forth. So you know, the accumulation needs to last, but they have already started accumulating. They are already, so whales are already accumulating, but I think I'm gonna wait a little bit more, at least until the new moon. Once the new moon passes, I don't care anymore whether we are at, you know, 100% bottom or not. I'm accumulating, but you know, COVID Black Swan messed up the timeline with a recession looming. It's a new set of rules in game. I mean, it might be. There is definitely some reasons why we might, you know, not actually hold the support and fall down. And I get that, but we need to wait until we actually get there to call those moves. And we are not calling these moves right now. TLA, people are just now starting to realize the BTC is a risk asset. I believe we hold 20K. A lot of adoption this. Yeah, guys, adoption is so huge, guys. I'm gonna make an image, but if you go to Twitter and if you look at this guy, Watcher Guru, because he posts a lot of 1 million, I start following at 800,000. He's gaining so much followers right now. If you are not following this guy, follow Watcher Guru. He posts news very, very fast. It's a whole team behind these guys. What you're gonna see, guys, is that a lot adoption is coming in. Swiss bank Dukakowski has enabled deposit and withdrawals in Tether USDT. So Swiss banks are accepting, you know, you can put right now money USD, you can put Tether directly into the banks and take it out. So you can take your money, you can transfer it to Tether in the bank, and from that bank directly, you know, sent to exchange without going through through the, you know, traditional bank transfers wires, right? Brave Bros I support. So South Korea has introduced legal safeguards to prevent resurrection of Luna. So there is that. Stripe members. Stripe will allow merchants to convert incoming payments into Bitcoin. This is huge. Stripe is a huge company. You don't understand how huge this is. This is just 15 hours ago. Stripe, you know, when you go to some kind of shop and you pay with your, you know, card and stuff like that, oftentimes, or you go to internet, you know, buy something on internet, these guys, Stripe is the guys that are taking your payments. This is huge. Extremely huge. Will, you know, allow merchants to convert incoming payments. So, you know, you pay with dollars and they instantly convert it into Bitcoin and put it in your account. It's huge. It's extremely huge. You don't understand how huge this is. Senator Ted Cruz says he wants Texas to be oasis planet Earth for Bitcoin and crypto. Huge. Ted Cruz. You know, Central African Republic will develop a digital wallet with Bitcoin Lightning support. Last 18 hours, but this is coming all the time. This is I just told you. These are just in the last 24 hours. This is coming all the time, guys, all the time. Brazilian real estate company Gafisa is now accepting Bitcoin for purchasing apartments. So you can buy apartments for Bitcoin in Brazil right now. And it comes all the time, guys. Adoption is gonna be huge this time around. So even though before, you know what I wanted to look at, market cycle Bitcoin. It's this, you know, first sell-off kind of thing. Where's the actually the image? It's not this one. It's not this one. This one down here. There we go. Can we add it up here? Yeah, sure. So we can just do it like this up here. So I want to see this image a little bit up here. Can you see this nicely? Nice. So where are we, guys? Are we on the takeoff, on the first sell-off, many attention, public greed, delusion, or is this just one cycle? But did we go through this like several times over and over again, right? Takeoff might be, you know, 2017, you know, there might be, it might be 2017. Let me just change the color on this. You know, 2017, that might be, you know, the takeoff. And the first sell-off right now, the first sell-off might be when, you know, because institutional investors are right now pretty much in the trapped inside the Bitcoin, and this might be the first you know, sell-off. So the first sell-off right now, 2021, right? That's the first sell-off, that's the bear trap. So the next move is gonna be this big, huge parabolic move towards us. Immediately to a public greed delusion. Now I think, you know, this chart does represent the you know, normal market cycle, but we are having normal market cycles every 4 years because of the halvening and so forth, so forth. So, you know, we have this bull and bear markets, or, you know, every 4 years. So I definitely believe in the markets. But if this is some kind of long-term chart where we got, you know, take off the bear trap and the sell-off, first sell-off, I think right now we are at the first sell-off. I think right now we are at the first sell-off. So there's that. I love your engagement. You are huge, brother. Doesn't matter, bro. Every bull cycle adoption increase in this last cycle was massive. Yeah, it's gonna be bigger and bigger. We have first sell off the bear trip. Hi, by the way, before there is one more thing I want to show you guys. I showed this before, but it's very nice, so I'm gonna show it again. We're gonna clean it up very nicely. We're gonna add an indicator onto this chart up here. It's, you know, I'm not a big fan of these indicators, but it's very good. It's very nice to see. You know, this actually fell through the bottom down here on this chart up here. Maybe this chart should be a little bit, you know, pulled on the downside, doesn't matter. But you know, this moves, you know, these logarithmic curves, you know, they're definitely, you know, they're rationalized, there are logarithmic growth curves and so forth, so forth. And we look at this, it doesn't seem too much impressive, right? I mean, it's 250, it doesn't seem too much impressive. But when you turn off the log chart, guys, when you turn off the log chart, you know, this can definitely, you know, move towards upside big time. I mean, that's 300,000 up here, right? And you don't even see how this this is actually, you know, this is 250,000 to the top up here, but this doesn't, you know, you don't see how impressive this is. Look here, guys, look here. You see here, this is the, you know, this is, if you look at 2017 up here, it looks huge. It looks huge in comparison to this little thing over here. It looks huge, right? But if you move it up here, guys, this looks huge in comparison to this thing over here, right? So over here, we're gonna have something like this, guys. Look at the line up there. It's gonna be something like this, right? This thing is gonna be huge in comparison to this. You know, and when you look at the chart like this, like a normal chart, and you can see the scale of the next move toward, you don't care if you bought at, you know, 60,000 or 30,000 or 40,000 or whatever you bought. When you see this, you know, this move towards upside, you know, this doesn't seem like, you know, it really matters where you buy. It really doesn't matter. It looks like, you know, reaccumulation phase towards the upside. But to tell you the truth, guys, I'm not, you know, I am betting on some kind of 80k up here, 80 to 90k on the next bull market, just to be sure. Everything above that is take profit, you know, profit space. So we're gonna see that. We're gonna see that. I entered early 21 near the top. Actually had a little crypto for 92,000, both forgot to came back to 90 to 10x. Important to lure people to this market. The Fed actually starts quantitative tightening on Wednesday, 1st June. So as the dollar goes up, Bitcoin will dump one last time, which all ties in nicely with the moon, Sasha. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I do know that moons are working. So yeah, but I mean, they're working more times than everything else. Obviously, you know, so as long as they're working, we're gonna keep on following that. Anyways, guys, thanks for stopping by. Bitcoin daily 9 a.m. Central European time on the dollar. Monday to Friday we do the show because we gotta know what's happening with Bitcoin. That said, right now Bitcoin is of course moving a little bit on the downside or something like that. Most important, where are lines? Just say this before we end. The very important level to watch for right now is this 10 moving average. The question is whether we are gonna close this candle up here below the 10 moving average or above the 10 moving average. I think if we start closing below, we might just continue the moves towards the downside. So do check that out today. I think that's the most important thing, and because this triangle that we are into right now, or whatever, it's you know some kind of down channel, whatever this actually is right now. I think it's gonna use a little bit more time to actually play out. So you know, there's that. You can also see this 10 moving average right now coming to the top up here. So you know, right now it will go in here. So we see if we can actually manage to get above that. Thanks for stopping by, guys. See you tomorrow, same time, same place. Bye bye, and have a nice day.